Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Sagittarius, we're going to do release and receive this week. So we're going to see what you should release, like disengage from, don't do it no more, don't go there, so that the universe can help you receive something. I mean, you don't have to actually, right? With these, this is what the universe would wishes for you to release and receive. So I'm going to go to the archetype deck. I can kind of go back and forth depending on how I feel when I get into the reading between this and the energy oracle deck. So I'm going to use the archetype deck for you. Hedonist inspires creative energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. That's a nice energy. So we're going to use this, and then I'm going to use my L-Key deck and my Wizard's Tarot. So without further ado, Sagittarius, let's get started. All right, Sagittarius, release and receive for Sagittarius. Too many cards, but what do you have? You have mediator, rebel, and lover. It almost feels like stop compromising and do something unexpected, which might have something to do with just expressing yourself in love, desire. Really embrace the things that you love. Maybe people expect you to sacrifice of yourself. All right, release the mentor. That's funny. Release the mentor. Okay, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So release the mentor. But this archetypal, right? It feels very archetypal. Like if you've been mentoring somebody, that it's time to not do that anymore. Somebody needs to fly on their own. You know, there's a lot of ways it can come in. It could be like if you're a parent, there could be a stage that your own kid is going through and you need to give them a little bit of space, like stop mentoring them, stop looking after them, let them have this space and sort of explore on their own. Release the mentor. If somebody's mentoring you, again, it feels like y'all need to take some steps on your own here and just kind of figure it out. That's quite fascinating. The shadow. Inability to allow the students to move on to the role of master. Imparting false instructions. So again, I feel like this could be. If the shadow is representing it all here for some of you, there could be something that's becoming a little bit codependent. Whether you're somebody's looking to you for advice and guidance, or you've been looking to someone else for advice and guidance. It's time to let them go. It's time for them to let you go. Oh, okay, so what's the receive? Rescuer. Oh, that's interesting. Provides strength and support to others in crisis. Acts out of love with no expectation of reward. The shadow assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. Okay, now this also has a feeling of, because this mentoring, it just has this sense of more like talking or even conversation, the things that you say, like kind of not doing that anymore. This is more, and then it feels more like showing up more in the physical somehow. You know, this kid looks like the same person in the picture, so I kind of feel like you might need to step away and let somebody, okay. Again, like it does feel like there could be some sort of balanced relationship. You know, if it's like, if you're actually teaching somebody something, or it's your own kid, or it's a younger sibling, I feel like you can't say anything anymore, or you can't even demonstrate to them anymore how they maybe need to do something. They're going to need to fall on their face for themselves. And this, you could be dealing with somebody who is a little bit proud, you know, not to admit that they're not capable, or it's really curious, because I honestly feel like the receive is you're going to have to rescue this person. You're going to have to throw them a little life preserver. But in some way, it's almost like to say, you know, we're not finished learning. We all make mistakes. We all need help sometimes. It's really unique, this energy. And because I pull out tarot cards to see what goes between these 2 points as well, without pulling out a tarot card, it honestly feels like allow someone to have some independence here. And yes, it is to kind of learn a bit about their limitations, what they can do and what they can't do yet. And I want to honestly say, I feel like you might have to come in and rescue them. We got Don Juan at the bottom. What does that have to do with anything? Just say, like, what does that have to do with anything? Spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Or maybe that's how you're going to rescue someone. That sounds downright toxic, honey. No. That sounds like some sort of codependency triangle there or something. I'm going to mentor them, step away, and then rescue them later. That's odd. This is a really odd... Y'all have been pulling in some odd energies lately. I don't know what's going on. Something going on. I wonder if something planetarily going on for you guys. You might even notice last week, I closed your comments off. I was just done with some of the really aggressive, nasty people. I'm not going to do that this week. I'm just going to block you so you'll never be heard again. Let's see where this goes, Sagittarius. Okay, mentor. She who rises up, empower, uplift, and elevate. Okay. Yeah. But right? Because this is almost the reason why, like to release the mentor. You're not mentoring someone anymore. So that they can rise up and elevate. But why the hell do you have to rescue them in the future? Rescue some, maybe they rescue. No, this person rescues you. Oh, no, that's okay. That's yours. Okay, so it's like my quick reaction. We're learning about what we can and cannot claw on. That's okay, Larry. What? That chair's yours. Oh, yes. How did I not see that? Look, the mentor, the person that you have been mentoring is going to rescue you. Now that's a healthy dynamic, because that is the teacher and the student back and forth, right? One always being open to learning, one always being open to giving, like information. I like this. I don't know what you got with the Don Juan there. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I didn't put any catnip on that for you. You being playful? Oh, look at everyone Larry's playing. Oh, you pulled it right. That surprised him. Yeah, Trinidad. Trying to get you. Get it. Okay, so the receive. She who grants wishes, wish, desires, and hope. Wow. Oh, that's fascinating. I want to say you could probably give yourself a pat on the back. I'm liking this energy more and more right now from where we were last week. So this is nice. Maybe whoever's here last week is gone. It's not here. But I want to say you give yourself a pat on the back, because if you mentored somebody, if you've been mentoring somebody, it is time to kind of release that. Let this person jump out of the nest, whatever the nest symbolizes, like a bit of distance between you and them, and to fly and soar here. And in the future, you get a payback for whatever you invested into this person. That's what you're going to receive. So I don't know how long this reading, what it represents, like in terms of time. Bye. It's quite playful. But this is, yeah, because I feel like this person is going to be somehow in your life again. And it's going to happen at a time when you could really use some help. But it's like you gave this person the building blocks to become the individual who can do that. That's nice. At the bottom, She who waits, patience, waiting, and determination. I don't know who's waiting. I don't know on that one. Your underlines are really interesting. I'm not sure how they play in yet. That's a little odd, but I gotta say it. It's there. I mean, it could be. I don't know what it is. There could be something for some of you. This could be romantic. This person in the future is much older. You could have been older and mentoring somebody, and you meet them later on. Like I want to say, I feel like there's an age difference here. But I don't feel like there is anything inappropriate though, because this feels like the right energy at this stage of someone's life. But for some of you, yeah, I feel like, yeah, this could be something romantic. It's kind of funny. It's I'm getting in, just as an example on this, is like Celine Dion, because her and her now deceased husband, but her late husband, there was quite an age difference between the two of them. And I do think he mentored her quite a bit in terms of, I guess, sort of grooming her for her career and whatnot. But then, you know, that dynamic changed, and then they became romantic partners. And then, right, like, and then she actually probably had quite a few times during their lives, and in particularly, you know, when he was sick, looking after him and helping him. So it's kind of funny, right? Like that's the dynamic. That's the story kind of that I feel that I'm picking up here. I do feel like there is some sort of an age difference, and for some of you, this could be romantic. For those of you that it's not, it doesn't have to be. This person could actually even, if you are single, this person could be showing up in your life, and they could be introducing you to someone. Like, it's a really interesting kind of energy here. It's a very specific storyline too. So it might not resonate with everyone. And if it doesn't, that's fine. You don't have to get all mad at me. Anyways, I don't know. I feel like we need to have a talk. Should we have a talk? Should we just I've done that with you guys before. That was a while ago. All right. Let's look at the energy between these 2 points. Okay, what is it? The 8 of Pentacles. So work. This could be a work dynamic that changes as, whoa, that's interesting. This could be a work dynamic that changes. Well, that would make sense too with mentor, right? Ah, okay. So this looks like there's somebody that you know through possibly work, but I feel like as I'm reading this, I'm identifying you as the mentor. So I'm identifying you as the person who's or older in some sort of position of authority or guidance. You might be like taking someone under your wing, training them. And it's right, it's like, why would we help people in that circumstance? To elevate, you know, like to become something a little bit more than who they are right now, to help them find those parts of themselves. But so the energy that sits between this dynamic change, because that's what this is, it does look like work. So gonna say you probably end up going your separate ways or something like that. And then, but this person, I don't know, it's almost like this person comes back into your life in a completely different type of relationship dynamic. And they, I don't want to say they rescue you, but you know what? They're going to help you out without any expectation of reward, just because, you know, they're kind-hearted. And I want to say too, maybe you help them out, likely help them out somehow. So they'll help you out. This person will help grant some wishes for you. This is something being paid forward to you. Is how I see that. This is being paid forward to you. Playing with the tennis ball, Larry. He's in a good mood. Okay. So let's see more tarot cards in this. It's interesting how this energy is starting to unfold and show itself in its fullness and in its entirety. Yeah. I left the window open for you. It's not too cold out. Okay. The release. Well, hello, you have the Two of Cups here. The Ten of Cups. Judgment. Well, that's crazy. Because, okay, this does feel like romantic. If it's not romantic, like these are two peas in a pod. I want to say too, like you can have relationships with people. These can even be like, you know, whether you're heterosexual or gay or whatever it could be. Like if you were mentoring somebody that, you know, would be the sex that you would be attracted to. It doesn't have to be romantic, but there's some, like it could almost be like a non-biological granddaughter, grandfather, or grandmother, grandson. Like, you know, there could be something like that, or father, daughter. Like there's that energy is all over this. There's a really strong connection between you and somebody else. Of some of you, I'm going to say it is romantic, but it doesn't have to be. Like, it can still be like a very healthy relationship that's kind of like father-daughter as well. It's really beautiful. It gives me like a warm fuzzy. I love the Sagittarius. I'm hoping that other energy has gone on to other readers that we had last week. So this is good. Oh, yeah, this is nice. And this is actually, though, okay, so you release something, right? This is the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. It just feels really nice to be around this person. He's such an Aries, Larry. It feels really nice to be around this person. It's uplifting. It just jives, like you can't explain it. And then the Judgment, though, that has the feeling of a rebirth in something. But that's what this symbolizes, because this is a relationship dynamic that changes. So the receive, we have the Hermit, the Five of Cups, the Fool. I don't know who's rescuing who here. Now this is curious, because this Hermit looks like the mentor. So it looks like you. What is going on with you today? Huh? Okay, the window's open if you need to go outside or run along the deck. Oh, here he goes. Okay, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Five of Cups and the Fool, though. So the Hermit, the Five of Cups, and the Fool. This looks like, right? Like somebody looks like they're in some sort of emotional disappointment here. And the Fool is a fresh start, a new beginning. I'm not sure who rescues who here, to be honest. I hesitant with the rescue word. It's kind of like good timing. How about that? It's kind of good timing. And with the Fool, it is a fresh start. The Three of Cups, well, again, we'll see, okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's kind of a reconciliating energy, which I am picking up here, but there's a big dynamic change. And what was this? Wait, patience, waiting, determination. Are you waiting? Because you look like the mentor. These are your cards. So you're releasing that archetype. You're not going to be that archetype with this person. So I want to say, if you're not being a mentor, you're more on that person's level and they're more on your level, like in this relationship dynamic. I do need more for this one. It's fascinating. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. That's what feels like work. It has something to do. It does. What is this? It's the Three of Pentacles and Justice. So it does have something to do with work. There's some sort of, something works out really, really good here. It's balance. It's creating balance in a relationship dynamic shift. Mentor. The Page of Cups. See, I'm telling you, there is something here about like an age difference. The Two of Cups. Where'd that go? I thought it was, oh. Great. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Oh, the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords. Okay, now this feels like meeting somebody and you like it. You like this meeting. You really like this meeting. I'm very attracted to this person with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. And the Four of Wands, it's almost like you could think to yourself, gosh, on a more personal level, I could really build something with this person. But the mentor relationship is here. Like you can't, it's almost like you can't cross that boundary, right? And then the 10 and 3 of Swords comes in, realizing that this can't happen. And it could still be something too where someone is just not young enough. But I gotta say, there's at least respect here for the fact that somebody waits, or they wait for someone to be of legal age and mature enough. Because you have to be careful too with relationships like that, romantic relationships where the age difference is too dramatic, particularly between men and women, because often he's just picking somebody that he knows that he can do whatever he wants with, and she won't stand up to him. So just coming from someone who was quite young once and dated a much older man, I can tell you that's the truth. So the 10 of Cups, though, the 10 of Cups, the Page of Swords. You kind of been like, so you watch. I feel like I'm getting, okay, I have to figure the energy, the timing here. I feel like because we're looking at what you're about to receive, you're either, it feels like with these cards, because now you're observing, or maybe you do observe, but you can't do what you want to do in this relationship. This is kind of that energy of, you got to let it go. And if it's yours, it'll come back to you as well. So I want to say it looks like it's coming back to you, but in a really different way than what the relationship was. And Judgment. Well, after a 10 of Swords and a 3 of Swords, you would need some kind of judgment on this relationship. The 5 of Wands. Oh, this coming up is like being judged by others. Oh, you're back in again. What's going on with you? You have some serious spring fever, huh? I think there's another storm coming. So yeah, take advantage of the weather now. This is, honestly, yes, this is like being judged by others. Oh. Yeah, okay. This is definitely giving people something to talk about that they haven't had to talk about. Because there's 5 people coming out of these coffins. Check this out. There's 5 people coming out of these coffins. And they're all like, what was that? What? Like, it looks like they're opening the coffins and they're all looking up at the owl who's sitting on the top of the tree. The highlight of the attention. And I think of an owl, you know, it kind of symbolizes intelligence and messages. Deeper, yeah, like higher level. And then there's 5 people, right? And the 5 of Wands. Wow. So there you go. And now what you're going to receive, how does this rescuer? Wow, damn. Okay. This is like fulfilling a dream or a wish. And I don't know what that is, if it's the ideal partner, ideal partnership, because you have the 2 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the 9 of Cups. And beside that is wishes, desires, and hope. Granting these things. So how this rescue comes in is it's a person. I'm going to say, because it's the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, that it's kind of the same for each person here, where this is someone that fulfills your dreams and wishes in terms of a long-term relationship, a committed relationship, in whatever fashion that represents to you. It's something that you would dream of or wish of or hope for in a partner. But it looks like, having found that partner in some kind of dynamic that couldn't play out in, I would say, like a more romantic way. And then letting that go. I'm not sure what happens here with the 8 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, and Justice. Something comes to balance at work. Maybe the relationship balance shifts if there isn't a policy against colleagues dating. Maybe somebody gets a promotion, and so one is not a mentor to another. Like something happens here where suddenly this is okay. So the Hermit, which it looks like you, because the Mentor and the Hermit both have this long white beard. You don't have to have a beard. So don't yell at me for that. I don't have a beard, Cindy. It's not my reading. It's okay if it's not your reading. Don't just get mad at me. The 4 of Cups, and because you know what, I'm in Aries. I'll fight you. Like, you want to fight? Let's fight. The 4 of Cups and Temperance. Oh, I'm waiting for this missed opportunity. Waiting for it to come around. Being patient. The 5 of Cups. Now this is interesting because now, okay, so what looks like the rescuer, the energy you're going towards, again, you can be masculine or feminine on your side as the mentor, and you can be receiving masculine or feminine on this side. It's just that it's crazy actually, because it's helping me see who is who in the cards, right? To follow the storyline. Where is this person appearing here, right? This is like the same person. You see that? See how it's the same person? So it's helping me follow that. It's going to help you read tarot and shit too. And you see how the Hermit is the same person. Completely different decks, which is really phenomenal. So I love it when that happens. But that's how it's showing me. So y'all waiting. And then, but this person, because it's a feminine, with the 5 of Cups, I feel like you kind of come in as like somebody's dream or wish. But they also appear to be throwing out a life preserver to you, which is funny. But I like that because it does feel very much Two of Cups. Like somebody's not relying on somebody else here emotionally, yeah, I want to say at least emotionally. So the Five of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Oh, the Queen of Cups. Oh, love. Love. This is like love. Lots of love. Lots of love, Sagittarius. A lot of love. This could be love coming in when somebody is feeling like maybe, well, not, I don't know. I feel like this person is just disappointed, and perhaps it's more romantic love. Because if we're talking about the kind of the hidden essence of this, does feel like there is something healthy here in terms of, you know, this is a Nine of Cups, a wish fulfillment. We're seeing the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. We're seeing a lot of healthy emotional energy, at least in terms of this dynamic. But this person is the Five of Cups. Maybe they're even sad about you. I don't know. They're sad about something. The Fool. The Two of Swords and the Emperor. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. Because the Emperor would be someone who would be in a position of authority. This is moving away from anything that was kind of sneaky and indecisive. I guess you would have to be with what was over here. What is Don Juan? I'm putting on the romantic charms. Eight of Cups, the Moon, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, I feel like this Don Juan energy is all about, if you're going to use your positive, seductive qualities, you are not incorporating any emotional gestures or behaviors that would be confusing or would frighten anybody away. With the Ace of Swords too, right? Like being very clear. Being very clear. Yeah. So that's interesting, Sagittarius. I'm gonna go do, what do we have here at the bottom? Oh, you have the Hermit, followed by the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So again, you're showing up as the Hermit, waiting for an opportunity that you had to pass up on in the past, that you missed out on, which looks like because of some sort of relationship dynamic. You're moving into a really abundant cycle, having done that with the Six of Pentacles into the 10. So I want to say too, this could even be a relationship where I do see emotional equality. So there could be some form of similar financial equality, and the Six of Wands is like victory. This is great. Everybody likes this. I don't know about these ones though. That's funny. That's just funny. You see that? You see how they're all coming out, and there's 5 of them. Oh, we got something to talk about now. But it's almost like not having anything interesting to talk about for a long time. Oh, you know what I heard? What? Come out of their coffins. Please tell me. It's kind of gossipy. Oh yeah, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to see what motivates you at this time. What are you most anxious about? We're going to get out different forms of advice for you and possible outcomes should you follow the advice. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.